4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, my goodness, welcome back.
That's right! It's been quite an epic weekend, has it not? It was, of course, the British Railway Modelling Festival of British Railway Modelling.
The British Railway Modelling Festival of British Railway Modelling.
Railway Modelling, aka BRM, is the magazine that organised it. God, she doesn't catch on quick, does she?
No, I just thought it was funny to say it twice.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you? Well, I think we've got a cure for that. There we go.
I would like to say one thing right at the start.
Yes?
For those of you who weren't there,
Uh-huh.
I hope that you saw some good stuff from the various...
And there was a lot of good stuff.
The various videos and whatnot that's gone out. And for those of you who were there, I hope you've recovered. And just in case, we're going to have a test.
Yeah, let's have a test of the PTSD system.
If you know,
you know. Yes, and particularly Tom Marshall at Buggleskelly Station, who was in the firing line of the speakers from the Marble Express, and there was a definite twitch in the corner of his eye every time that thing happened. I said to him, all you have to do is wait until they pack up at the end of the day and then turn the speakers round. But I must admit, actually, on the Sunday, the volume had gone down considerably, so
Yes.
I think words had been had.
Yeah.
But hey, but
I
no,
hope you recover, Tom.
yeah, it's probably going when you.
sat in the corner just twitching.
Yeah,
at the
like,
corner.
you were there, man. You don't know. But yeah, it was a great show, and
It really was.
I have to say, I preferred the layout this time round. Now, there's been a lot of debate online. Some of the usual suspects have kind of shuffled in their armchairs.
The kind of people that were complaining about the way it looked from two photographs shared by BRM, because they weren't
complaining how it looked from about 85 miles away. No, there was a few people who, it has to be said, took some time out from counting rivets to count square footage instead. But actually, I had to think about this whilst I was there, trying to kind of work out, and I actually think it was slightly bigger than last year.
I will agree. For two reasons.
They'd moved that little wall where we parked our trailer last year. They'd moved that at least one bay.
That was one of my reasons. The other was, it actually took me longer to walk to the bus to get the chips this year. So it must have been bigger.
And it did feel like there was an awful lot more there. And I think as well, there's one of the big changes that I noted was there seemed to be a different layout of the aisles. And I think they did a great job with that. It felt more coherent, and it was much more of a pleasure to walk around. They kind of had manufacturers' row, they had some retailers knocking about on the adjacent rows. And we also want to say, really, our heart goes out to Model U. We're all set up, everything was hunky-dory, and then on the Saturday morning, they did one test scan, everything looked okay, and then the equipment went, and they were not able to scan anything for the full weekend. So we really did feel for you.
I feel incredibly sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because, well, let's face it, we have had our own fair share of mechanical upsets with computers and stuff.
Yes, we have. So
guys,
do support Model U. Obviously, they did have things there to sell, so it wasn't entirely wasted for them. But that is, of course, a big part of why they go to shows with all of that gear and just couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. So,
and I bet you, 10 minutes after they got back, they worked it out. Because it's always the way.
Always the way.
It's always the way.
Yeah, always the way. So, basically, just do support them and check them out at another show. If you were looking forward to getting yourself scanned, then check out which shows they will be attending. Ben Tullett, absolutely. On Saturday, it was 3 deep at many layouts instead. Yes, Saturday was really, really busy. RG Models 86 is sadly I wasn't able to make it to Birmingham. I had planned to go on the Saturday. I was so sorry to hear. And yeah, Originals, it did go really well. Philippine 666 says there was a lot of large empty spaces at the back behind the buses.
At the back, there's always a large empty space.
But there's 2 reasons for that. One, that space is utilised during setup and breakdown. It's important to have that space because they need to bring vehicles in. But also, it gave space for people to go and decompress. I know a lot of people aren't really the most comfortable with crowds and a lot of noise. So actually, I think it's really important that there was a bit of space where people could go and not feel hemmed in and crowded. And I think
that was being made good use of.
Yeah, there were people going there and sitting down and, just kind of just chilling out a bit. And I think that's really important. And whether it's by accident or by design, I think it worked really well
and
for the show.
Third thing, when all that smoke appeared because of the, I want to say it was one of the food vans, but we're not entirely sure what it was.
I think it was one of the food vans. Yeah. May have put frozen chips straight into a deep fat fryer.
Yeah. So when all the smoke started coming over, the rest of the hall wasn't awash with the smell of chips or anything like that. So the smells and the sounds didn't mingle and cause an overload on your senses.
Or can I just say, there was a lot of people who went, chips?
By a lot of people, do you mean me when I took soundcheck and Warbler Productions for a quick
That was you.
Yeah.
Warbler Productions says I wasn't able to film many layouts. What I did film has been made into a video that's gone live on my channel today. Well,
fantastic. We'll have a look later on.
You did the Iron Horse Challenge.
I did do the Iron Horse
Challenge.
The
Great Electric Train Show. Where instead of trying to film everything, now the way that this works, and I think Iron Horse is onto a winner with this, and we have kind of shamelessly pinched the idea a little bit, but we are actually having the decency to acknowledge him. The idea is picking your 5 favourite layouts and then talking about why they were your 5 favourite layouts. So that's gone up on JK2, narrated by the Monkey of Madness. That's not the monkey, that's a clown that snuck in.
Sorry, the clown was trying to get me to stop reading the chat. Yeah, yes, I narrated it and I chose most of the layouts, but you almost demanded one went in because you were so impressed.
DJ K666 says the food bus does a great pulled pork baguette. I
can imagine that
there was some nice food. I mean, I know people do whine a little bit about the cost of food and stuff, but it wasn't desperately it wasn't like. Why
you didn't go to the chip bus.
You told me how much did they cost?
£6.50 for a thing of chips, a large portion of chips.
Okay, it's a little bit pricey.
Yeah,
but
when
there you go.
I took Zantek and Warbler for dinner, it was like 30 quid for the 3 of us, which is, to be honest with you, comparable to a day out.
Iron Horse Railway says, I so rarely have a good idea. You're very welcome to it. You have lots of good ideas.
You do have good ideas, my friend.
Yes, like impersonating Mickey Mouse. You made me laugh so hard that I nearly peed myself.
Oh, yes. Jenny.
Yes? What's in the news?
No. Raw VT.
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more, with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
We're proud to be sponsored by The Model Centre, your ultimate destination for great models and the home of model customization for enthusiasts around the world. Starting your first layout? Perhaps you're perfecting a lifelong build with passion. You'll find everything you need in one shop, from brand new locomotives and rolling stock at market-leading prices to an amazing selection of pre-owned model listings, uploaded live every day on the website at 5 p.m. Seeking more realism? TMC's talented workshop team offers professional weathering and realistic detailing. Explore top brands, expert advice, and a community that shares your love of the hobby, in-store or online at themodelcentre.com. So, welcome back. Now, I've seen a few comments in the chat. We've got, where's it gone? Mark Wheatman, and there was another comment somebody had put as well further up.
I'm just trying to find the mouse.
Yeah, about KR models. Now,
where is the... There it is.
Yeah, people say, oh, what's happening with KR models? Nothing's happening with KR models. There's Train Spotter Tamworth. Nothing is going on with KR models. The 4DD is in the process of being dispatched. They are sold out at KR models, and largely sold out at the stockists, which include Rails of Sheffield and Trains for You, I believe. So it's a case of working through the sales. There's a lot to send out in one go, so I'm guessing that may take a few weeks. But yeah, it's going out. Now, a few people have reported derailing issues with the 4DD. And I
think that's the only thing that they could possibly be talking about with regard to what's going on with
them. And it's not a big issue. All it is, and this has happened with models in the past from other manufacturers, where the screws that hold bogies on get over-tightened. Now, all you need to do, and this is something that I have provided some information to KR Models, and I believe that they have put that out. So if you're on the mailing list, if you're on their Facebook page, then that information is now out there. It's just a case of slackening off the bogie retaining screws underneath.
We've done with so many in the past.
Yeah, I think it was it may have been a Bachmann 47. I'm not sure which one it was, or it could have been a different model, but certainly there was a diesel, a twin bogie diesel, where it had issues and it was fixed just by slackening off the retaining screws a couple of turns. So that is all you need to do, and then everything is hunky-dory. Now, what I do know is if there's always people who are like, oh, I'll thank you money, I'm going to send it back for it. There is a waiting list. If you send it back for the single person who does their warranty repairs, they will studiously put it at low priority. So you'll be without your model for a month or two before they get around to spending 30 seconds slackening off your bogie screws. Jenny, did you hear Peachy and Hellion's announcement with TMC? Very nice, says Anthony. Yes, we've got some information on that coming up in the stream when the Cupboard Monkey gets back. We have the press release and we're going to be showing all that. Awesome Brick says, do you have an Acura scale Gronk on order? I will be doing. The lowered roof ones are very interesting. Now, the Class 10... they are the first people to officially announce that they are specifically doing the Class 10, although, as I understand it, the tooling for both Hornby and the Bachmann model, and indeed the older Bachmann model as well, can be utilised to put out a Class 10. They've just never done that. So Acura Scale are the first manufacturer to specifically say, we are doing a Class 10. Now, the downside to this is, as far as I can tell from their press release, they're only doing, certainly in the initial batch, the Class 10 in BR Black and BR Green. They're not doing the interesting liveries that actually make it clear that it's a Class 10 and not something else. So there was one, in fact it may still be in that livery, a Class 10 that got tops numbered rail blue in preservation. I think it was something like 10119. They're not doing that version. They're also not doing the East Kent Coalfield NCB version in a very fetching blue and yellow livery, which is quite a shame. However, never say never. I have spoken to Fran Burke at Acura Scale, and they are on their radar. They are aware of them, but you can't release every livery first. Train Spotter Tamworth says, why have KR models not been at any shows? Simply because they're based in Canada. The same reason that Rapido Canada or Bachmann USA or Roker Prototype Models or Walthers don't come to UK shows, even though they do sell products over here. Woodland Scenics as well. I know that they have a bit on the Bachmann stand, but Woodland Scenics themselves don't tend to come to shows. It's simply a matter of cost. It costs a lot of money to be at a show and not actually be specifically selling products there. And so they're just not doing it. Daypol have scaled back the number of shows they're doing. Now, KR Models do still do shows in the US, and it has to be remembered that they do have a portfolio of US orientated models as well. So don't read into it. Unfortunately, basically, I think a lot of people try and put 2 and 2 together and get somewhere near the number 12. Mark Wilson, hello to you, waxer of the DeLorean. It says, ordered 2 packs of Western Region Blue and Grey and 2 packs of Network Southeast coaches. Brilliant news. These are the TT120 announcements. Again, like I said, once the Cupboard Monkey gets here, then we will have a look at the pictures in that press release. Really looking good. One of the other things for TT120 modelers, which I had a good long chat with Hornby about, they had in their cabinet the EP samples of the TT120 working hand-operated semaphore signals. Now, these look absolutely fantastic, and I've not really seen anybody talking about them. Accessories don't seem to get the love, certainly from news channels and such like that. Locomotives and rolling stock do, but I think these are going to be a massive sleeper hit. They look incredible, and once they're painted and decorated, I'm told that the decorated samples they're expecting, I think they said about January. That, I think, will change things. I think people will sit up and take notice. I have asked them whether they're going to do them in 00. They did say, and I'm not going to expect them to say, oh yes, we'll make an announcement to you, so you can tell the world before our main announcements. They're not going to do that, but they did say they have no immediate plans, but that doesn't mean that it's a never situation. So do look out for them. Peter Joy says, hi, you do Edwardian workers? I honestly don't know. However,
if you can get the costume together, they could scan you. And then
there is that, yeah. So you could actually be the Edwardian workers if you can get a costume, get some friends also in costume, and effectively cosplay as Victorian workers at a show, and then have the smugness of everybody having mini U's on their layout.
It's a weird experience.
It is, yes. Alternatively, I think Prizer do Edwardian people in packs. I have seen them about, I think it's Prizer. It's either NOC or Prizer, and they actually look incredible. Oxford Diecast Official says, lovely to see you, Jenny, and you as well. It's always amazing to meet and chat with Oxford Rail and Oxford Diecast. They were amazingly supportive at the show, had a lovely, lovely chat with both Eloise and Guion, and of course, it wouldn't be complete without picking up some mystery bags. And there's also, before I go and delve into this mystery bag and show you what you can get for, they're selling them for £20, which is an incredible bargain price, and I'll show you the sort of things you can expect in these in a moment. But they also had news just released on their crane. Now, this has been sort of in hiatus for quite a while now. They finally released information on the RRP. Now, the RRP for the crane with a match truck is £99. And I know there were some people chuntering because they wanted basically to be paid to take these away. But
I thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. But this is a realistic price based on what these things cost to make. And it's still an incredibly good price for what you're getting, which is a functional crane. It's not electrically operated, but I believe it's hand crankable with a match truck. Now, the match truck is a new addition from when it was first announced. Just bear that in mind. And apparently they have now gone to tooling. We've also got new announcements coming. I think Eloise said January. And really looking forward to that. I had a good long chat with Guion about progress that they're making. They're actually going out to visit the factories in China. And I'm so jealous. Now, Eloise, Guion, if you need somebody to carry your bags, then I'm really happy.
You're not going to China. You won't come back.
I'll be in the factory just licking all the models.
I know what you're like with Chinese food. You'll never want to leave.
Actually, well, what we found this in Italy is that the local cuisine isn't necessarily what you would expect from going to, in the case of Italy, obviously, Italian restaurants, Italian takeaway. It ain't quite like that when you're in the less touristy spots in Italy. And I'm told that Chinese cuisine, when you're actually out there, is very different to the stuff that's made for the British palate over here.
The British palate.
We do have... I'm going to talk about the TT120 announcements in a moment. I want to go through this Oxford Rail mystery bag. So they had all these £20 a pop. And so what have we got in here? Well, just to show you how many great items there are, we've got a Rover P6. I do quite like these. One of these in blue was featured in Life on Mars.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Huh.
So that, yoink, swiping that. Now, I remember these
By
as
the
a
way,
kid.
I bought this bag. Jen's nicking all of my
Yeah,
stuff.
you bought it. I'm nicking it. There you are. Deal with it. A Renault 4. And can I just say, actually, if you look these up on, I think somebody's selling them on Amazon for like £11 something.
What?
Yeah.
Good grief.
I think Gauge Master was selling them at the RRP of it's like about £8. So when you look at that one model, there's like, let's say £8 worth of your big bag you've got there. Now the Renault 4, it's one of those cars I remember as a kid. It was very French. French cars had a very distinctive design in the 70s and 80s, and I quite liked the way they looked. Not driving in them.
You didn't quite like how they drove. Yes.
Yeah. Now Volvo 760 GLE. It's actually the same body as the 740. Now Oxford diecast. You missed a trick a bit when you were putting these out. You could have actually done these up as a 740, but I had a 740 GL, so it didn't have the sunroof, but it was a saloon, and I loved that car. It's you know how sometimes you really regret getting rid of something. Well, I regret getting rid of my 740, but I will accept a 760. I believe that the 760 had the same engine that the DeLorean had.
Really?
Yeah.
So hang on.
The engine was designed as a collaboration between several manufacturers. I think Renault, Citroën, possibly Volvo.
Are you telling me that if you went 88 miles an hour in a Volvo 760, it is technically possible for you to go back in time?
No. But there we go. Right. Eddie Stobart, Atkinson Borderer. This is I've got one of their Atkinson Borderers, but in a BR yellow. And, it's perfect for the period that I particularly like. And then we're stepping up to O-Gauge. So is it a comma commercial? What is this?
I've got an idea. Why don't I bring you full screen so people can see what you're showing?
This is Austin Morris. It doesn't actually...
It's a big chunky van.
It doesn't tell me what it is. It just says Austin and Morris are registered trademarks of MG Rover Group Limited. I'm thinking... Oh, it is a Morris. So that's O-Gauge. We've also got... This is pretty good.
Everyone that saw in this bag thought that was fantastic.
Fire engine in... is this 00 as well? This is 00, yeah. AEC Mercury, St. Helens Fire Brigade. So we've got a pre-1960 number plate. So that's a 1960s or 1950s. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that.
Yeah. Everyone that saw it went, ooh.
Yeah, and then I
remember these from when I was a kid.
You used to be able to send away tokens from your Frosties to get some like these, but hey.
I had a friend that collected them.
Yeah, Elizabeth 2R, Royal Engineers, and it looks like a Model T.
The layout view's hiding the stuff. Okay, I will adjust the Roverman camera.
Yes, you will. Aston Martin. Oh yeah, James Bond.
What are we asking, Martin?
We're asking Martin for an Aston Martin.
Yoink.
Yeah, that's yours.
That's going to my dad.
Yes, it is. Oh right, here's one for Simon A.C. Martin, who we will be having on as a guest later in December. So looking forward to that. He's got a new book out, coming out about bullied. I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm really interested about that. But this is a Volvo P1800. I think that was the same car that the Saint drove. So yoink, I'm having that. It's on G suffix.
Jen, you can have whichever one you want. The only one I really want to have dibs on is the Aston Martin.
Oh, well, that's going in the military location, Royal Navy van. So we've got RAF Kirkhill, which is a training establishment. So
that was the same, wasn't it?
So the sailors obviously rocked up in a minivan because they're cool and hip. And then
that's the Air Force.
Well, anyway, and then we got some Scania thing with, hey, look, there's loads and loads of jockeys' bums on the back.
It's a packet of butts.
Yes, a bag of assorted butts. But no, I know a lot of people do like collecting the Eddie Stobbart ones. So, look,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the RRP would be on this alone. I think somebody said it's certainly between this and the Renault 4, you've made your money back, and then everything else is bonus. So there we are, and there's a catalogue in there, May 2021, so it's an older catalogue. It's an older catalogue, but it does check out. So there we go. Right, let's move on to, let's have a read of some...
There was a 00 mystery box for £100.
Where?
Valley's 56XXs. I got the Oxford Rail 00 £100 mystery box. Worked out I got a Rod Dean Goods for nothing.
Oh yes, when we visited Oxford Rail, they were talking about those because I think they were making some up in their warehouse, and they are incredibly good value. As you've seen from the diecast ones, you got a heck of a lot for your £20, and it's not dross. These are really good things. I've bought them in the past. That's where the Union flag Jaguar.
You have not bought them in the past. I buy one every single. From the time we go to an event, and then you nick it.
I grabbed the Austin Powers Jaguar from the last one, and that was worth £20.
I had hold of that Jaguar for 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that was 3 minutes longer than you deserved. Andy Fryers Junction said £22.95 for the lorry. So hey, buy a mystery bag. Just the lorry is worth more than what you paid for the mystery bag. So there we go.
Anything.
James Petts, good evening to you. It
was good to see you at the show, James.
Absolutely, amazingly smartly dressed. And Gandalf.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. No, Raleigh, early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Right.
So, before we go to what you actually bought at the thing, because we have just done the Oxford thing. Lorry isn't worth £22. It's really not working. Yeah. Sorry to the PTSD.
Can I just say, actually, what was really funny was where Lorry was, they had like a modular model railway. There was a sign saying, "Queue here to meet Lorry." And then on the Buggle Skelly station stand, they had a sign saying, "Queue here to avoid Lorry." And can I also just say as well, I do all my own shunts. We got that at Buggle Skelly station. I like that. It's a fridge magnet.
I'm going to be painting Santa up this week when I've got a minute.
Can I put out a wild suggestion for you with that? Paint him in green. You know, like pre-Coca-Cola Santa.
At the start of Santa Claus the movie, he wears green.
Yeah,
because that's his traditional outfit.
And I thought that was a really, really astute touch from that film.
Yeah, I love it. So yes.
I've just scratched out a spot.
You're not bleeding, but you have gone red. So I'm just going to go to this.
Yeah, that's right. Let's make my redness smaller. Yeah, I haven't got the chat on screen at the moment, so just
because I thought we were going to do the thingamajig.
So these are the announcements that have come through from TMC, the Model Centre, your first choice for new and used models, plus their amazing customization service.
So we're just going to load this up so that Jenny can read it. So if everything slows down, blame Jenny's computer.
We've had a little bit of a fiddle, and it turns out we don't need a new computer because we've got CPU usage down to 20% at the moment.
I may have fiddled. So let's open up.
She fiddles a lot. So, and also a huge thank you everybody who came to the Monday Club meetup at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the Saturday.
It was so good to see.
It was. Oh, Dave Scott Railways organised that. A huge thank you to
good
him.
Egg, isn't he?
He is, absolutely. And also a huge thank you to the people who very kindly donated Gandalf some festive biscuits. So huge thank you.
Thank you.
Gingerbread digestives. So
What's this?
So Gandalf, would you like it?
Yes.
Oh no! Don't! Oh, Bob, I nearly lost my fingers there.
Oh no, you didn't. I would magic them back.
Oh,
What's
okay.
these other ones as well?
Right. And
Fox's
melts.
Ooh. And you seem to have already opened one without inviting me.
Yeah, some gingerbread fancy things.
Gingerbread fancies.
Anyway, Gandalf, come on now. You just go and scoff your biscuits. Right, TMC unlocks TT120 with new early Mark II toolings. So there we go. So developed in conjunction with manufacturing partner Hellion, known for its acclaimed range of O-gauge Mark II coaches. Each livery matched pack contains accurate coach types and running numbers based on correct formations from the late 1960s to the present day. 4 core variants, the FK, TSO, BSO and BFK, cover virtually every regular use of the Mark II, Mark IIA, Mark IIZ fleet, allowing packs to be run standalone or combined to form realistic train formations with other packs or with our additional proposed single coaches too. And of course, the Mark IIs did also run with Mark Is, and I believe they're already available through Hornby. So this is a perfect complementary release.
And I love that Hellion kind of stepped back from TT120 at the start because of a bit of an overrun where they essentially ended up competing with Hornby on a model right at the start of the launch of a new thing, which was never going to work out for anyone.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them coming back.
But we also got single expansion coaches. 4 additional single vehicles are under development, produced to expand formation options, including a Mark IIZ BSO, a micro buffet, and an early version 1 Mark II FK prototype in BR Maroon. She's like, scroll. I'm reading that. So first deliveries of these meticulously researched models are expected early 2027, and you can pre-order these from, well, you could have pre-ordered them at the stand, they did have a sign-up, but you can also pre-order through their website.
Oh my god, I was at TMC
yes, you
stand
were.
and I didn't see that.
Yeah, anyway, so proposed deliveries, 4 coach train packs will be available in late 60s BR Blue Grey, London Midland region, 1970s, 1980s Intercity Blue Grey, suitable for Western region and Eastern region. Network Southeast, suitable for the 1980s, early 1990s. Regional Railways, 1990s. And West Coast Railways, Red, suitable for the 2000s to the 2020s. Design work for all 4 variants well advanced, with the first complete samples expected in the UK for review in mid-2026. So, can we get to the pictures?
That's the idea, yes.
They also feature a newly designed battery-powered LED lighting bar sold separately and specified on checkout, which drops into locating slots provided in the interior unit using standard coin batteries. I think they're actually motherboard matches, CR2032s.
That's a watch battery, isn't it?
I do believe they... no, they're not. They're huge. They're motherboard batteries. So, we're going to bring up some pictures now. So, are these the right pictures?
No, that's the. I think that's the actual things. They've sent us in the press release some actual.
Oh well, we can show them then.
But I could bring up the actual liveries as well. You see.
Okay, well shall we enjoy some prototype pictures?
If you wish to.
So I'm
for the large screen. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
So it's actually slightly off the edge of the screen.
That's all right. I can bring it in.
Yeah, you bring it in. So
that's the wrong one. It's so amazing that we can do this, isn't it?
If you say so. So there you are. That's at Sheffield Station, and trainer Mark II is going through the centre roads with the peak next to the 31. Right, next slide, please.
Right, watch this. Beep beep. Amazing, isn't it? I have to bring them up like this.
Oh yeah, why don't you show everybody what all the hard drives on my computer are called, so when they're hacking me, they know where they're looking.
Yeah, that happens. I do know what I'm doing, honest.
So there we go. These are the regional railway ones. Okay.
Did the hard drive just turn off?
I have no idea.
What happened there?
I don't know, but shall we find the actual livery samples?
That was just weird.
Yes, it was.
That was weird, man.
So,
give me 1 second to go back to this. I have a feeling I know why that wouldn't work. Okay,
what?
Extract all. Yes, extract.
So, meanwhile, the cupboard monkey is messing about because, like, what's the point
No,
in preparing
Windows
in advance if you don't bother?
Windows tried to be helpful.
Did it?
Yes, and
well,
that's
we all
why it
know
didn't
how that
work.
ends.
Why is it opening like that?
Well, then you're going to have to make it smaller, aren't you?
No, I want to open it with preview or whatever it is. Photos. There.
Oh, right. Okay, so let's go to...
Right, now we can do it properly.
There we go. Properly? What's that? We've never knowingly done that. So there we are.
Now I have a button that says next, you see. That's what was not right last time.
Well, that's lovely. I don't need...
I needed to explain that I do know what I'm doing.
Next. So there we are with the liveries. Is that all we get? There's those two.
Pack 1, Era 6. Ah, right. Era 6, then Era 7. Slight variations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you notice, they
one's intercity and one's not.
Yeah, but they're not quite that. Some of
Next slide. And then that's let's see, some of these eastern and western region.
It's so very, very similar.
But they're different identities.
Exactly. And then when you look at it and you know what you're looking for,
I like them.
There's the difference. So
yeah,
really
Network, the Aquafresh toothpaste.
I do like Network Southeast.
Yeah. And there we go. And I like regional. I always think regional railways is probably
regional railways is really good, but it's not intercity.
Okay, and there is the West Coast Rail Company. Oh, that's a bit like loud red.
Yeah. Everyone else has gone. Shall we have blue? Shall we have green? And
there you go.
West Coast gone, red!
Next slide, please.
Red now!
These are the single on their own ones. So, next slide.
There, you see, intercity, proper liveries.
Well, that's not intercity. Well, it's pre, like, the Swallow livery.
I know, it's pre-Swallow, but it's still intercity, so it's got some character.
Okay, so is it Spitz rather than Swallow? Anyway, right, so there's the micro buffer. I like that. That's a coach. I don't think anybody's modelled that before.
I can't think of anyone else who has, yeah.
Certainly in Double O. Did a Curiscale do that? I'm not sure. Right, anyway, next slide, please.
That is it. That's it.
Okay. Well, let's go back to some Weir Yard goodness.
Some Weir Yard action.
Yes, and so can I have the chat back so I can see what people make of it?
That was actually really cool. I liked that.
I think that this is a great addition to
absolutely.
The TT120 selections. Yeah, Regional Railway is a good livery, says James Pett. I agree too.
I agree.
Lima used to do a Mark IIB mini buffet, says James Pett. He had one when he was small. I can't imagine a small James Pett. It's quite...
Okay,
what?
There's this comic in the 80th anniversary issue of The Dandy, where Desperate Dan is remembering his youth when he was little.
Yes.
And when you see him in the imagining of when he was little, it's Desperate Dan, only somewhat smaller. He still has the stubble and everything.
Okay.
So perhaps James Pett as a child was just a little bit smaller.
Yes, a little bit smaller. It's what you're saying, that his suit might have been too big for him. Oh, thank you so much, Project Norskate.
Thank you.
Very kindly donated £1.99 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Really generous of you, and I hope you are well. I was talking to Project Norskate earlier today, because I know that he's gone through a little bit of a hard time. So
yes.
It was great to speak to you, and I
hope you're doing better now, man. And
absolutely,
we're here for you. If you need anything, we're here for you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, actually, that is bloody hell. Those spiders have been busy. Yes, sock fluff, that is cobwebs on those. Look at the state of it. God, you go away for one weekend. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to get the Hoover up here.
You know, this is terrible. You don't bother tidying your layout for 6 years, and look what happens.
I think it's because it's cold outside. The spiders have come in. Go, we like what you've done with the place. We're going to put spider webs everywhere. Ben Tillett says, I don't know what's more tiring, being a general member of the public viewing the show or operating a layout.
I don't know, we were all knackered by the end of it.
Yeah, very hard floor. What I always suggest, and this is something that some of the people there really had doing well, is they bring these sort of like spongy tiles. You could,
yes.
I mean, apparently you get them off Amazon, but I know them as being the ones that Halford sell for putting down in your garage on the floor. Really does make a difference behind your layout, behind your stand. But standing on that really hard floor knackers your ankles.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Jonathan James U3W says regional railways is my favourite. I really like regional railways as well. It's a really good choice.
It's acceptable. We have one more thing to talk about, don't we?
Yes, right. So we also have an announcement from Roca Prototype Models. So this is the pre-production Tampo lettering print check on the HO scale ARI Greenbrier LPG 33.7 thousand gallon spiral tank car models. Now this is really interesting. Instead of the thank you so much
keep
for
going.
Instead she just went, I will just change what's on the screen. Instead of the conventional manufacturing technique of welding a series of cylinders together to form the outer tank jacket, these prototype tank car jackets are fabricated from hot rolling long strips of steel and overlapping welding. Two long spiral jacket sections are then welded together with a central vertical butt welded seam. This manufacturing technique is less expensive and increases the puncture resistance of the prototype. And this lap welding manufacturing technique results in the distinctive spiral seams modelled to scale for this model run. The initial run, the models, the prototypes manufactured by ARI, that's American Railroad Industries Inc., and the Gunderson companies, which first appeared in about 2009, are still in use today. And this is they're really interesting. I've never seen this type of tank car before. And you'll see when I bring them up on the screen. There you go. These are the information from the press release that Roca Prototype Models has sent through.
It's a very interesting design.
Yeah, and so you've got
the way
three.
Like the spiral. It's very cool.
I mean, these are incredible, and you might remember the Roca Prototype Models auto racks that we reviewed here on the channel, and also the BNSF tank cars as well. But this, if you see there, that spiral seam is very distinctive, and I can imagine any US and Canadian railroad modelers will find these incredibly useful. So we've got some test shots here.
I don't know which I prefer, the black or the grey.
I like them all.
The grey has a lot of character, but the black really shows off the way the seam works.
Absolutely. It's a very distinctive style and certainly makes your tank cars really quite interesting and distinctive. But look at the other detail. This is one of the things that Roca Prototype Models do offer, is no expense spared, attention to detail. And these really are exquisite. So if there's any US railroad modelers who like to model the railroad scene from 2009 onwards, then these really are the perfect addition to your railroading fleet. Is that all the? That's
the samples, yeah.
And very subtle differences on the rolling spiral on these. But again, the really crisp and sharp decoration. I do like the grey. It's an interesting colour for a tank car. And was there another one, or was that just the... there we go. So, yeah, again, really looking forward to these. I do have a soft spot for US outline models. And again, huge thank you to Roca Prototype Models for sending these over. I believe in the UK, Rails of Sheffield do stock at least some of the Roker Prototype models range, and will be able to order any other items if you really want to go and speak to them.
Close it. I just showed off the emails. I'm so sorry. That wasn't meant to happen. That wasn't meant to happen like that.
Yeah. Oh well.
I was actually trying to press something else and the mouse slipped. I'm so sorry.
And that's why we leave that screen before we start playing with the mouse. Anywho, so there we go. I don't think people saw much.
No, but the point is that they saw your email address and things like that. So I will go into the YouTube thing and blur that out once it becomes a video.
And can we just, like, for the avoidance of doubt, we don't actually edit the stream. I know that some people have made weird claims
because they don't know what they're talking about.
They edited the stream because the thing that I wanted them to have said and imagined that they said wasn't there, so they must have edited it. No, we don't edit the stream, but on this occasion we will go in and blur that out because actually you can then see all the people who've emailed me.
Yeah,
right,
and
anyway.
That was not meant that was a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
And I 100% apologise to everyone.
I'm trying to think of what's in. But you don't actually get to read the emails. You just get to see who's emailing me. I'm curious actually who's in that list. Right, anywho.
I am so sorry, guys. That was a slip on my part. That was not intentional.
So a big thank you actually to Steve Hainman, who's very, very kindly sent £3.66 on PayPal.me. Thank you so much. And Steve Hainman says, thanks for another fun live stream. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry if we showed that off. Just basically, they now know that my HSBC UK bank account statement is ready.
Which would be really useful if you had an HSBC UK bank account.
Looking at this, they're not gonna see much. They're gonna see exactly what I paid for this because the receipt is there. So here we are. Here's one of the.
Still gonna go in and edit it.
Yes, you are. So one of the things people were asking about what I picked up at the show. Have a look at this. I found a Hornby 00 Dorchester. The box is a little bit distressed in places, but hey, I've seen a lot worse on the boxes. So this is catalogue number 3235. Dorchester was like made of unobtainium back in the day. I bought this as a present from my father. One of the things that I would jokingly say to people, it's nice to be able to pay back into the bank of mum and dad. And a little bit flippant, but it is actually. I get a lot of gratification from being able to buy goodies for my dad because he spent so long basically bankrolling the hobby when I was a kid. So there we go. You can see there. This is a genuine Dorchester. I'm really pleased.
That is amazing.
The best thing, the absolute stone cold bargain.
I still remember your face when you came over.
Yeah.
You were so happy to have found that.
Yeah, back in the day when my dad and I were collecting these in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't get a Dorchester for probably anything under £300-400. They were very expensive, and I just don't remember ever seeing them. I remember my dad buying a Barnstable, and then we converted it to 3-rail. They were more common, but I think that still cost him quite a lot of money. My mum is watching. He still paid.
It didn't cost anything at all, honest.
He still got paid to take it away off the stand because they felt sorry for him. But you know,
tuppence halfpenny.
Yes. They took pity on him and let her. It's okay, Dad. She doesn't suspect anything.
Yeah, don't worry. We've got you back.
Yeah, we got you back. We got it. Yeah, Zantec. That's 3-rail. So really pleased at that. So they will have seen that I paid £75 for that.
They don't see a lot, but I will still cut it out.
Yeah. Oh right. So actually, they see the fact that we've got the models up.
Yeah, the emails and who got sent the email. But because of that,
but you don't see email addresses.
No.
So yes,
because of that, I will still cut it out. Because
yes,
obvious reasons.
Right. I missed Jenny's panel too, says Einholz Rose. Right. Yes, at the NEC, I was invited to do the panel event on the Saturday. So this was 11 a.m. We do have a full video of it. We will be putting that out on, is it Wednesday that we're putting
That's a Wednesday video, yeah. I've got to get the sound sorted out because...
we're basically taking the sound from two different sources.
Yeah.
And we've got to mix and match between the two of them due to...
Well, it's the usual thing with a large room like that with a metal roof.
Yes.
Every now and again, certain bits drop out. So one will be clear and one won't. And I'll just mix and match. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So that'll be coming later this week. And it's really, really... Are you actually editing on the fly right now?
No, because that would turn this into a video. If I edit, it won't be called a live stream anymore.
Right, you have to wait until it's finished.
Yeah.
Raymond Legs says some 00 was sent to the US by US soldiers, so there was a lot of Pico East German and West German Fleischmann models, and of course Märklin.
Iron Horse says, did you see the Sunday thing, Jen, the Sunday panel?
He knows I didn't.
Iron Horse, are you trying to suggest...
It's like, oh, I have a huge vat of shit and I am stirring it. Stop it. Otherwise Gandalf knows where you live and he'll come round and stamp on all your trains.
I would like to say one thing about the panel. On the Saturday...
Yes?
Someone knocked over a very, very expensive camera.
Yeah, like
Can I please say to people, when you go to these events, please be aware that your bags knock into things.
Yeah, and please be respectful of other people's camera gear. Now, it wasn't our camera gear.
No, it was BRM's.
BRM's, like 8 grams worth of Panasonic 8K broadcast quality camera on a tripod got knocked over onto a hard floor by careless people. Now, you have to be really careful because, you know, be it an expensive camera, it could be somebody's layout. You know, you've got to be so careful. And, you know, you walk past a retailer and knock one of their locomotives off.
Yeah, you break it, you buy it.
Yeah, if you break it, you bought it. But, you know, it's... you know, please be careful.
Yeah. That's all I want to say on that because I don't think anyone did it on purpose.
Oh no! They wouldn't have done it on purpose, but please, people, do be careful. Anyway, on the Saturday, a huge audience. We had it was like all the seats were full, and I remember I was up on the stage, and I thought, well, there's a lot of comfy chairs in here, and there's not that many chairs elsewhere in the hall. So I thought, what if it's just a bunch of people who just sat there and go, don't know who you are, but I'm going to sit here and eat my sandwiches and rest my feet.
Someone did that. I'm not joking.
Ate the sandwiches?
Someone came over and talked to us and said they were sat in the front row during one of the presentations eating apple crumble and custard.
Oh, yes. But thankfully, in the panel event that I was on, it went really well, actually. And from my point of view, I was on with Chris Eden Green, who we've got coming on later in December as a guest on the Monday Club to talk about his forthcoming Festiniog Railway video. So really, really looking forward to that. He's a great YouTuber. He's been around making films, making the sort of films that wouldn't have looked out of place on the BBC, quite frankly. They really are super high quality. And we also had Laurie Rose from Laurie's Mechanical Marvels. So there was a little bit of worry. Were we going to get a word in edgeways? Because Laurie is known to be able to talk. But actually,
what? You're not?
Yeah, there is that. Like, was Laurie going to be able to get a word in edgeways? But actually, it worked really well. We had Phil Parker as the moderator, so he kept everything in check. He moved things along. The 30 minutes went like that. It was like what, we're done already?
Yeah.
Which is always a good sign. If you're on a panel and it goes that quickly, it means that it's gone well. We had some great banter between the three of us. And I know that Chris was a little bit nervous just before he went up on stage. He'd only been drafted in on the Thursday to replace a last-minute dropout. So thank you so much, Chris Eden Green, for stepping in like that. So
thoroughly nice guy.
He is a great guy.
Because he was so last minute, he wasn't able to book anyone to come and film for him. So we will be sharing our footage.
Yes.
The corrected footage when I fix the audio.
Once we've corrected our
Chris.
footage, it will be. We'll make a link available to Chris so that he can make use of that. But yeah, the Saturday panel absolutely packed. They were standing actually out through the entrance to the theatre area.
Yeah.
And it was standing around, and I thought they were just people, and like maybe they were sat there because it was a comfy chair. But at the end of the panel, and Phil said, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." There's a round of applause, and then all but about 12 people stood up and left, which meant they were there for the panel, and that, I think, was the moment I realised, actually, yes, that was quite popular. So it went incredibly, incredibly well. So really, really thankful. Big, huge thanks to BRM for inviting me onto that panel. Yeah, I know a few people gribbled, like, oh, why are they inviting this bunch of losers? Actually...
They couldn't get another bunch of losers.
Yeah, because the other bunch of losers weren't available. And then, of course, the Marble Machine, the Marble Express. Again, we put a short out on this. I think it was on the Friday we put the short out. So that was during setup, and we did like a test run. But then I came back on the Saturday, and I beat almost everybody. I managed to score 15 points. And the way it worked, it was sponsored by Rapido Trains, who'd provided all the prizes. And if you scored 15 points, you automatically got a free exclusive Rapido wagon. There was a choice of two. They're not available on sale. I got the yellow Rapido, I think it's the London and North Western Railway van. Really, really nice model, actually. Quite pleased. Well worth the £5 for the two goes, because I got a brand new Rapido.
Have you not got it in here?
No, it's downstairs. But I'm really pleased with that. But it also meant that you were... effectively, you also won the grand prize for the day, except 4 people, including me, on the Saturday got maximum points. So we had a marble off, and I can be quite a competitive person, and I will thank the Cupboard Monkey for this. She did whisper to me when I went, like, "Let the kids win, let the kids win," because the other 3 people were children, and one does not like to crush children beneath the feet of our flawless victory. But I have to say, I was quite competitive. I still came second, but it
was a distant second.
The kid who came first, actually, well done to him. I mean, man, he got the maths of the zen of it. It was like
he walked in like the pinball wizard.
Yeah, it was like
just went straight for it.
I mean, the guy who played by sense of smell alone. I mean, seriously, it was just like he had it worked out, and I could see he was doing what I was doing.
Yeah, but like, he was better at it.
Yeah, he was just better. But it was a really, really worthy victory, and at least
take care, Dion. Thanks for coming along, dude.
Oh, absolutely. Take care, Dion. Always great to see you, and I hope you're well. Railway Rob says, I liked Lawrence's waistcoat. He did a great job. Yes, Lawrence always likes to have a spangly waistcoat on when he's doing his MCing.
Yeah. What was the final prize that the kid won? On the marbles?
It was a J52 from Rapido.
Very nice.
Timbersurf says, I was invited last minute to do the panel, but had to turn it down, unfortunately.
Because it was his pilot's day off.
Someone's
posh.
Now, I know that Phil Parker was struggling, so actually I put him in touch with Chris Eden Green, because I know that Chris Eden Green is an amazing, amazing filmmaker, does a lot on YouTube, has done pretty much since he's been there as long as we have.
He's been there since the start.
And the quality of his stuff is second to none. If it was on the BBC, it wouldn't look out of place.
I was about to say that. If you saw it on BBC Two, you would think, oh, it's a documentary about trains.
Yeah. Daryl Lewis, ZM8DZ, says, night everyone, up at 4:30. Ooh, rather you than me.
I feel your pain.
We do feel your pain. We are aware it is a school night.
Yes, Raymond Lakes, you're absolutely right. Chris Eden Green is the new Bob Symes.
Yes, and I think he deserves a lot more recognition than he gets, quite frankly. With that kind of quality content, it really needs more love. So do go and subscribe to him and tell him we sent you. Zantex says, speaking of YouTube, last week I had 498. Now I have 522 subscribers. Boom.
Congratulations.
So just shows coming on the Monday Club doesn't necessarily lose you any subscribers. Richard Gruter says, sorry I couldn't make the NEC show, but had collie wobbles all weekend.
Oh,
so sorry.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunately... unfortunately, it does kind of become quite illnessy around this time of the year. Oh, thank you, Philippine666 says, welcome to the Jenny Kirk membership. Thank you and welcome aboard. Let's change the angle of the dangle. Who is Chris Eden, Jenny? Says Scamperton Model Railway. He's a filmmaker who makes really quite in-depth videos. They're basically episodes of a programme where he really in-depth goes into the history and the background, not just of locomotives, but also of railways as well. One of my favourites is he issued it, and he puts these out on DVD as well. It's how he makes his living. It's full-time, basically documentary maker, and the best way to describe them is really in-depth documentaries.
Yes.
And I really loved the Isle of Man one that he did.
I would not have thought I would sit down and watch an entire DVD about railways on Isle of Man, because I've never been there.
Yeah,
but I sat and watched every single minute of that with you.
Absolutely.
It was incredible.
Raymond Legg says the TV detective van is parked outside your house.
And that American one that he did. Remember that?
Oh yes, the US one.
Yeah.
That was really interesting.
That was fantastic.
RG Models 86 says Chris's Steam series Steam Locos in profile is fantastic. Absolutely. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says, I know Chris Eden Green was at the East Lancs Steam Gala in October as well. Oh gosh, if we'd have known, we should have invited him over. Although, didn't he actually pop over? But I was away on a film trip.
He did. He popped in. I gave him a cup of tea and
yeah.
a tweet.
Unfortunately, I was out on a filming trip. Was that one of the? Where was I? Where did I have to go that day?
You work on so much stuff, I can't keep track.
Yeah, when you work in film and TV, you lose track of actually what you worked on. Right, yes, Santec, absolutely. Don't forget, Rails of Sheffield's new store is opening this Saturday. This is the grand official opening of their new second store. This is not replacing the Rails of Sheffield that you know of love, but this is in addition to. It's at Sheffield Railway Station. And there'll be the grand opening. I believe, is it Pete Waterman that they've got to come in?
They've got everyone there.
Yeah, everybody of importance is there. Now,
which is why we're not there.
Yeah, which is why I was asked to sod off.
Yes,
actually, I do have an invite. We're away at a different event. Unfortunately, it's been pre-booked for quite a while because we're
going to meet a racing champion.
Yeah, we get to sit in a proper racing car that's won a championship
and they haven't fenced it off, so I get to lick it.
Yeah. We all. Hey, but what happens if it's got like the dead flies all over it?
I'll wash that bit first.
What, with your tongue?
No, with soap.
Yeah, can I just say as well, Gronksy the Toaster is here, getting very excited. Now, Gronksy and Topsy were at the show with us, along with the Tumble of Clowns. You may have heard the Straggler making use of his trombone on the Marble Express. Now, the reason you didn't see the Toasters or the Tumble of Clowns at the NEC is they were disguised in a trench coat and a big hat and a pair of Mr. Potato Head glasses, nose and moustache.
Yes.
So that's why you didn't see them. But if you saw somebody all like hunkered up under a big trench coat that had a slight aroma of toast as they went past, and maybe had pockets full of custard pies from the Tumble of Clowns, then that was the Toaster Twins. And they had, I don't know, I think there's maybe a bit of some kind of gas leak, I don't know. Andy Fry's Junction says Pete Waterman is the Paul Gambaccini of the train world. I don't know. Pete Waterman is
yes, Peter Jackson.
Don't know what that means.
He did pick the winner of the Pico Rail 2000 dioramas.
Yes, and we've actually filmed the full presentation. We film it so you don't have to.
Yes.
But we
The
need...
sound wasn't too good by the end of the event.
No, the sound's a bit off, so we will have to review the footage. You may just get highlights.
Yeah.
Anthony says TT120 layout won the Pico 200. Can I just say, the Rail 200 modules, I saw some amazing modules.
That one where the train runs underneath the dinner table in the lounge.
Oh right, yeah, I didn't.
Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was like someone's living room.
I saw some of the winners at the front, and they looked incredible.
Yes, there were some amazing ones.
Some absolutely outstanding modelling, and we were also one of Andy's friends. I believe they do watch the Monday Club. So a big hello to... I'm really sorry, I've forgotten your name. Kelvin. They showed me their module, and it's a really great module. It's featured in some of the photographs that Pico actually shared to promote the Rail 200 competition, or the final event at the NEC. And what made it even more amazing was he said it's the first time he's actually built a scenic model. So for a first attempt, I was absolutely blown away at the quality of that modelling. Cameron Patterson says, "Hi Jennifer, what are the two A4s running?" Ah yes, so we have got...
Is it Norris and Doris?
No, we have got Samura Wilson and...
you've changed the camera. I went for the one that would show them, and it's not there.
And then it didn't.
Well, one of them's coming round with the Royal Mail behind it.
They'll come round. So I've got, it's basically number 1 and number 2. And I think number 60,002 is Samura Wilson. I can't remember what number 1 is. Sir Ronald Matthews, there you go. So actually 2 A4s that sadly don't survive. But I thought it's been so long since I've run any A4s, I would get them up and running. So we've got Sir Ronald Matthews going round with a rake of Hornby teak coaches in the slightly unusual, very early British Railways livery, along with a Bachmann Mark I Royal Mail coach in what's probably an appropriate livery, although I don't think the teaks ran in that livery when those appeared. Now the other one is pulling a nice long rake of a variety of Bachmann Mark 1s and a solitary Thompson, Bachmann Thompson coach on the, not Thompson, Porthole, LMS Porthole coach, which is actually one of the models that I picked up at the NEC. A lot of people have been asking, what does a YouTuber like Jennifer Kirk actually buy at the NEC? Well, I'll tell you. That coach is one of them. But also, I'm going to change the angle here, and let's go with that angle. Probably the angle we were looking at before, but right. That N-Class locomotive there on the rake of blue-grey coaches, I paid £38 for that. Yes, you heard
38 of your English squiddly diddlies.
I'm going to get the box out. The box is down here, and it's still got the price sticker on. This was from the Ellis Clark Trains, You Need Sharp Elbows rummage. And so there's the price, £38. Like, I lie to you not, £38 for a pristine Minton box, Bachmann N-Class. And they had about 6 of them. 6, all different, all in BR liveries, from what I remember. And I picked one. I thought, I'm not going to be greedy. I was going to pick one. These are still getting misrepresented as being split chassis. Now, people, these are not split chassis locomotives. These are a great locomotive. Bachmann actually themselves made them DCC ready later on with a 6-pin socket. There is space in here. I've hardwired this locomotive with an AE Models 8-pin decoder. Super easy. It took me all of 5 minutes to do the hardwire. And, you know, £38 for a mint tender locomotive. Really good tooling. Absolute bargain. I also bought the Class 08 Shunter. It's down here. So I'm going to change the angle again. And then we're going to wait for the 08 Shunter to make its way round. It's 08173. It's down here. 08173 Bachmann factory weathered version. It was one of the Gronks on my hit list. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Gronks. Weird, isn't it? I know.
Jenny loves you, Jesus, Shunter.
Yeah, okay, stop it. And it's one of the ones I've been looking for. I got that again at the bargain price of £80, second hand, but as new in box, perfect, nothing wrong with it whatsoever, no damage, no wear. Just ran perfectly straight. When I put it on the track, tested it on DC, and then did an immediate a DCC fit with Stay Alive. Used the AE models, direct plug 8-pin with the tentacle Stay Alive. I paid £80 for that. I didn't even haggle. Now this is something that I personally. So yeah, you know, everybody loves a bargain. It's like, oh, what's your best price on this? But sometimes when the price is so good, I always think it's rude to haggle.
I absolutely agree.
So £80, you know what? That is a quality price for that model all day long. Just like I just counted over the readies, didn't ask for any kind of a deal. And it's the same actually when I bought this for my father. He wanted 75 quid. I did not haggle because I knew 75 quid for this was an amazing price. Let's not be rude.
By the way, to Jenny's dad, that's not your Christmas present.
Yeah, Jenny
but
had
still,
already.
Please act surprised.
Yeah, he already knows about it. I have talked to him on the phone.
I'll tell you what.
I couldn't keep the excitement in. I talked to him on the phone just after I bought it.
I'll tell you what though. TMC had a good bring along of their second-hand stuff. I had a rummage around that. Saw a lovely little N-gauge black steam locomotive, a little tiny thing. Put it down to have a look in the other box. Thought, actually, I want that. Looked back and it was gone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh!
Yeah.
You've really got to hold on if you want this stuff.
Oh, JL Railway says evening and how do's. Oh, we're pretty good, thanks. But I'm sorry. Gandalf, come on, not wakey.
Stop. I wasn't asleep. I was eating biscuits.
He was in the biscuit coma.
A Monday clubber is never late, Toto Wagons. Nor are they early. Hello, Grunksy. They arrive precisely when they've been to.
Thanks, Gandalf. DJ K666 completely agree with you about haggling. Yeah. I mean, some items, yeah, a little bit of haggling. It's all part of the fun. It's like 20 shekels. You must be mad. You've got to haggle. But no, there's sometimes if the price is really good, I just think like that's a good, honest price to sell price. I'm not going to haggle. But that's me. You don't have to abide by my rules. How you doing? Oh, hello. Where's Peachy?
A Monday clubber is never late, Toto Wagons. Nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. There you are. I'm giving you the finger. Woo! Pull my finger.
Did I manage to get a second snowplow?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's got a stag on it.
A stag?
Stag.
Yes, stag.
Yes. So
I do like a Triumph stag, I must be said.
So this is going to stop my other snowplow from feeling lonely.
Hey, and can I also thank as well, now, West Hill Wagon Works incredibly kindly gave me a few samples of bits and pieces and signalling equipment. So we've got, I'm really quite excited by these. OO gauge single post signal kit with 2-aspect dummy head. Also signal equipment OO gauge single post signal kit with 3-aspect dummy head. I'm really looking forward to building these up. These look really, really nice.
Those were very interesting as well.
And then we've also got dummy signal heads, 2-aspect with coloured lenses, pack of 1 here. And then this is, I think this is a brand new product from them. And I'm really, really looking forward to having a play with this. So West Hill Wagon Works, OO gauge signal gantry cantilever structure for up to 2 tracks on 1 structure. And they very, very kindly gave me one of these to have a play with. I've also got, I can see in here, I've got some of their shunt signals, ground signals as well. So a huge thank you to West Hill Wagon Works.
You're having fun when you rebuild part of Weir Yard, aren't you?
Yeah, so these will go into the part of the rebuild. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to dispense with that signal gantry over there.
My goodness.
It's going to be replaced with this signal gantry.
You're going to dispense with something that's been on there.
Yeah, so right there we go. So the signal
right next to where Jenny's.
I don't think they can see.
No, but if you point it over, you'll be pointed directly at it.
So hold on. Let me see if the finger of doom can reach this signal gantry over here.
Wasn't that from
It's actually a Daypole kit.
Isn't it from Grove Street? Not Grove Street Yard. Bolton Trinity
Bolton
Road.
Trinity Road. Yes.
My goodness, that's how old it is.
It used to work. Unfortunately, now the wiring, when it got taken out from Trinity Road, all got mixed up and it's not marked. So I never got it to run again.
Oh, shame.
Which is a real shame. But what I might do is, if I remove the signal gantry, I can retrieve the heads off it. Now, those signal heads are functional. So what I now think is, what if I use those signal heads on this gantry and see if I can get them to work?
Yeah.
So that's my plan. And like, don't get me wrong, the Daypole signal gantry is definitely really good in its day. But I'm now in a position where, you know, I'm doing a full rebuild. So, yeah, why not?
And I'd like to also extend a very big thank you myself to Westall Wagon Works, because I went over to specifically to pick up some stuff for my box file layout, which Jen's got above her head at the moment. So I picked up a forklift truck and some pallets, because I need... The one thing with the thing, if Jen would bring it down, I could show you, but I can describe it.
Just describe it, because we're packed out with goodies here.
When I was building some of the buildings, I didn't have any spare material to make steps. So I thought, on an industrial layout, what would people do if they if the steps were broken? They'd probably use broken pallets.
No, they wouldn't.
So some places would, because I've seen it.
See, it depends whether you're before or after health and safety got
Before.
invented. Oh, if it was before, yeah, they do all sorts.
Pallets, and so I went to get some of those. And Westall Wagon Works just said, "We know you're going to use it in a video, so give us a shout out and you can have it."
Can I
So
just
they
say
did.
as well?
Thank you so
Yaharic
much.
says, "Got to go, guys. Caring issues. See you next week."
Oh man,
you take care.
You take care, okay?
And yeah, obviously we're here as you can watch us on Catch Up if you want to catch up. But look, hope everything goes okay. So take care and thank you so much for joining us
coming
tonight,
along, man.
Um,
So you've got 10,000 pallets.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I also bought. Now we've talked about the snowplow and Santa and the I do my own shunts thing that I picked up from Bubble Scary. I also picked up for the box file layout industrial area some containers. So I've got a Maersk container because they're everywhere.
Where'd you get those from?
I cannot remember the name of the guy.
Was it a stand that had nothing but containers for sale?
Containers, yeah, that was his main thing.
I remember the stand, but I couldn't tell you what they were called.
I really can't.
So was it the
no, it just came in a packet like this.
So unfortunately, we don't have anything to name check. If you
really
know
wish.
which company that was,
Sea Rail. Thank you so much.
Sea Rail. There we go.
Thank you very much. So I got a Maersk one, which looks fantastic, and it's gone straight onto the box file. But I also got two blank ones. I'm going to paint them myself. One of them is going to become a Billy's replacement speakers.
Yes, that would be perfect.
And I haven't decided what the other one is, but it might be like Monday Club Ales or something like that.
So Amber Okapi Railways, hope I'm pronouncing that right, says, any thoughts on the Railway Children pack by Rapido, Jenny? Always nice to maybe see more Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 25 degree Dragon. That's what I missed. I'll be totally honest with you.
Oh, I saw plenty of it on the advert while I was setting up for the panel event on Saturday.
Oh, right.
The advert ran a couple of times.
I was facing the other way.
you were talking with Phil.
Phil Parker and the other two,
and making sure that you all were on the same page for the event. I saw you guys were off and doing your thing. So, meanwhile, a few of us were stood at the back, and I was talking to, I think it was Warbler and Laurie's film crew about what was going on, and it ran a couple of times, and my goodness, it looks good.
So what's in it?
I cannot remember for the life of me, but I remember looking at it thinking, that looks good. And then Ivor the Engine came on as the advert afterward, and I went, I've got one of those ordered.
I remember the Ivor the Engine.
Ivor the Engine looks so good. I can't wait. Repeato.
Fly Mode Chairman
Make it
one
quicker.
says, "Oh, my first crush, Jenny Agata." I think it was a lot of people's first crush. And if you saw her in, I think it was her subsequent film to filming The Railway Children, it was called Walkabout, then you'd have got to have seen her naked.
Thank you, Jenny. That's exactly what we need.
Yeah.
Scamperton Model Railway says, my wife has joined the N-Gauge Club. She has a GWR starter set for Christmas. Very, very nice. Thanks to TMC for doing a deal and looking after it for the day while we enjoyed the show. Yeah, that's another thing that I love about these shows. If you ask nicely, people will do you a favour. Like, yeah, you don't want to be carrying this around. We'll store it for you. Come back and give us your name and.
Oh yeah, I mean, like Gwion at Oxford Rail insisted on carrying all my booty back for me to where we were camped out, which I thought was really, really kind of him. Anthony says, can Peachy or Jenny confirm or deny if Laurie bought the new branch line TT set? I don't know, but Peachy might know. Peachy has his ear to the ground.
I will admit that I almost bought it, but I had to be good.
Oh, is that the Hornby one with the B4?
Yes.
That's a very, very interesting set.
It's a very nice looking locomotive as well. But I've got to keep myself focused because I still have to build my TT120 set and for my diorama layout. And to that end, I went to Warworld Scenics and found some rocky sand, which Jen has already tried to commandeer. So this is going to be partly for a beach scene on my forthcoming TT120 set, but also partly because, well, when are you not going to need some sand on a wargaming layout that Jen and I are building? To that end, I also got some sandy tuft patchy things.
Oh, sandy tufts.
Put onto the basis of wargaming models, but also here, there, and everywhere on the beach.
Yeah.
And
they're always really good. And this,
excuse me,
it's 3D printed. Like I think they're ferns and fungi.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say what it's meant to be. There's nothing on here which actually identifies what they are, but they're 3D printed, and you can cut them up and use them wherever you want. But looking at them, they remind me of some of the plants that were in the garden of the villa in Italy. You know, those big succulents.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to open it now and show you.
Okay.
I
like them. I think some of them you could use them as ferns, succulents.
When these caught my eye.
I think they are really interesting. I suspect that they would work better for war gaming or Warhammer, that kind of things.
When I saw these, there you go, for a better look. Large, spiky, leafy, weird mushroom things.
You're going to paint them purple and have them with your Tyranids, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to paint them purple and oranges and reds, and they're going to be great for an alien landscape for wargaming.
Absolutely. Right. Philippine 666 says, putting a second floor on top of my shed to turn it into a signal box. Actually, that sounds pretty good. All good steaming.
Philippine 666. Jenny does not have a villa in Italy. Jenny would like a villa in
Italy.
No,
we may have hired one for 10 days, and it was very expensive.
It was, but it was worth
RG
it.
Models 86 says, if the Tipfield Thunderbolt pack is anything to go by, the Railway Children pack will be amazing. Absolutely. Andrew Moy Jones says, all good. Steaming a big boy train. Excellent. Tatic Moore says, yes, Jenny Agatha was a crush for me too on the Railway Children and Logan's Run.
Yeah, and if you're a bit younger, you may have decided a bit later on that Jet was the one that
Jet
awakened
didn't do
you
anything for
from
me.
The Gladiators.
I was more. I
Many a young lady
like the girlier
realised
girls.
she was gay from there.
Dantec at Sonny Class 13 is a power and dummy. Yes, the one I made is a power and a dummy. I think the new Batman Class 13 is actually both powered. Andy Fry's Junction says, we're completely sold out. More will be available at the Manchester show. Oh, is this the mystery bags? Ben Davis, was Hornby Play Trains there, kids, to play with it? Yes, and it proved incredibly popular.
It was there. I'm not sure how many kids got to play with it.
I saw a few adults.
I saw a fair few dads playing with it.
Yeah, the dads were getting involved. Ham Shackleton asks, nearly 8:30, ladies.
I know.
Let me know, that went
Hasn't
quick.
It gone over so quick?
It has, yeah. Day of the Triffids, says Raymond Leslie. Actually, yeah, they kind of have that Triffidy feel.
They do have a Triffid look, do
they? They'd actually go well with, like, dinosaurs. They're that kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Remember that Gronk that was for, like, almost
Dino
Jurassic Park,
Safari.
but not? Dino Safari. Wouldn't that be so cool to have that kind of power?
Yeah. And Roger Windsor was saying that there was health and safety at a furniture factory that he worked in, but the bandsaw operator didn't have all the fingers. Sarah Davis, was Jenny Agatha in Swallows and Amazons too? Both versions, I think. No, she was not in the original version because I loved that film. And the only one of the child actors that went on to do film work was Susanna Hamilton, who played Susan, and she was in the film 1984 with John Hurt. She was the girl.
That was a very, very tough watch.
It was.
Oh my
it
goodness.
was. But no, Jenny Agutter was not in that. She may have been in the remake, but I haven't actually watched the remake. Yeah, originals, Monday Clubs do always fly by, and that's a sign of enjoyment. Oh yeah, there's another film with Jenny Agutter, American Werewolf in London,
which has the most ridiculous end sequence because they ran out of money.
And
so it just ends.
Yeah. And yes, Richard Swiderski, I did see the Hornby Police 37 at the NEC. That looked really, really fun.
I loved it. I've got some footage of it. I filmed it.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Jenny Agutter. There seems to be a lot of people with a crush on Jenny Agutter.
Yes.
Fly Mode Chairman 1, absolutely. Hit that like button, please. If you haven't already, folks, do share if you can. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, as always, it's a really good way to keep up to date. Right.
So, given
let's seeing as we've got, like, we're down below 20% on CPU usage, let's have some videos.
Well, that was what I was going to say, but also, while I was setting up, would you want to go through a quick rundown of the news?
So, in the news, what have we got? Well, TMC, in partnership with Hellion, are announcing a whole range of Mark II coaches in TT120. Whole host of different liveries for the Mark IIA, I think it was, and the Mark IIZs. So they come in 4 packs in each of the livery options: original blue-grey, intercity blue-grey, Network Southeast, and Regional Railways, and also West Coast Rail Company maroon. And then they've got a number of single packs, which include the micro buffet. And again, these are all in all of the different livery options, plus a prototype maroon one, I believe, as well. In addition, Oxford Rail had samples of things like the Pilchards on display. And also, we have news on their long-awaited crane. This is a really useful item. When it was originally announced, the price was kind of a little bit of a placeholder. Things have moved on a lot. It's been quite a few years. There are reasons behind this. But we now have a proper RRP release for this. This reflects that it's been quite a few years since it was first announced, but also it now includes a match truck to go with it, which was not part of the original announcement. We have an RRP of £99. That model is now going to tooling. It will be, I believe, functional but hand cranked. So it's going to be something special. This is something that's a bit of an evergreen model, potentially, that they can release again and again in lots of different pre-grouping liveries, and it'll be incredibly useful. We've also got they're having their announcements in January. I did quiz Guion on this, and he was sensibly very coy. So there will be potentially a mix of all new tooling getting announced and also re-liveries on existing tooling. Eloise and Guion are going to be visiting China to do a pit stop tour of the factories that Oxford Rail and Oxford Diecast use, and this will be an opportunity to evaluate the reintroduction of old tooling back into the range, such as the N7, the Dean Goods, and potentially, the Adams Radial, and some of the wagons as well. So watch this space. And I'm really, really jealous. Eloise, Guion, if you need somebody to carry your bags, I'm available. In addition, we have some new products coming from Westhill Wagon Works. Signal gantries were announced and on sale at the shows. And the Cupboard Monkey's got a hand in the air. It's like we're in class and you're wanting to ask the teacher to go for a wee-wee.
I'd like to say to Eloise at Oxford Rail, as a follow-up to when I was talking to you at the show, about the 1967 Chevy Impala in black, whether you had it in your range. And you said you had a Chevy Impala in your range, but it wasn't in black. I found it. It's a 58 red. So it's a different design to the 67.
Ah, so it's a different mark.
Yeah, it looks a little different. And the reason I would really, really like the Chevy Impala 1967 in black is anyone who's watched Supernatural knows that's Baby.
Okay.
The car that Sam and Dean drive. And it's wonderful and I need one.
RG Models 86 says, I've tried squeezing Guion for info on Oxford's forthcoming announcements, but no luck. No, he's very good at keeping secrets. 57305 Victoria Woods. So I want Oxford Rail to do a new run of their Mark 3s, as I'd love a rake of Mark 3s in WB64 Pretendolino livery. Yeah, the Mark 3s would be good. Kingfisher 1487 says, I will sit on Guion to get the answers out next time I see him in the club. Don't squeeze him too hard, because Guion's a great guy.
He needs to be in one piece to go to China.
Yeah, I'm genuinely really jealous. I think they'll have a great time out there, and it'll be really interesting. And hopefully we've got Guion on as a guest on the Monday Club. In the new year, so that will be after his China trip, so we'll have a lot to talk about.
Speaking of guests, I know someone asked earlier on if we were having a guest today. The original plan was that Sven from Tramfabrik would be coming.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it.
He wasn't able to make it due to work commitments. We hope that everything's going well for him, and we've rescheduled. He should be visiting us in December now.
Excellent.
So that'll be just after the Ratchery show.
Also, I nearly forgot. Another announcement, partnership between Rails of Sheffield and Locomotion Models, the North Eastern Railway snowplows in a variety of different liveries.
Oh, lovely.
Now, there are at least 2 of these that survive. You can see them. One of them is at Shildon. The other one is at Kirby Stephen East. And these are very, very distinctive. In fact, they feature in that Eden Valley Standard painting that we own the original of by John Wigston. So really looking forward to those. Nearly forgot about that. Certainly great models. Get them ordered. They're sure to be really, really popular.
It was hilarious when someone came around once and went, I've got that same print. No, that's not a print.
We have the original.
That's the original.
Anyway,
they were daft enough to let us have it.
We
in
did
exchange
pay
for a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah, well, we did pay for it.
So,
let us have some videos whilst there is still time.
So next up on our show, we have video time. Let's go over to the videos, where we've got one from Enwin's Models, who says, Hi, it took me until 3 a.m. to finally finish this, and that was on 16th of September. We're a little bit behind.
Yes, we are.
So, hope you don't mind the funnies by me and Craig. So, let's see what we've got. Here we go. So this is the Lee Show.
Oh, this was the big O gauge layout. Now, this layout really is good. It's vast, absolutely vast. You could spend all day just watching trains running on this.
Doesn't surprise me, because when you see it from another angle, look at the sheer size of that. My goodness. And that is that a fully working?
I believe it is, yeah.
Wow. It looks like a very good show, this.
Can I just say, I suggest you take these bickies away from me. Gandalf, take the bickies away.
Yes, Fox's melts. Very nice.
Richard Sludersky, I'm not quite sure off the top of my head about the actual date for release of the Oxford Rail Cranes.
New Chapel Junction, says James. Right. I'm going to jump it on. Let's have a look at another one. Oh, is that the same one?
This is the same layout.
My goodness, I thought it was different because it's a different area. It's huge. Still the same layout? Wow. This thing's massive.
So it's got a continuous run in a big circle, but then a triangular junction. So
cool.
What you're seeing there is the pannier is on the continuous run, but the line that goes off to the right is part of the triangular junction back to the station, and ultimately that turntable we saw.
That's cool. So we've got a question here from RG Models 86 regarding videos. Do we send them to the Monday Club Facebook group page or to email to you, Zoe? Yeah, sorry about the confusion on this, guys. We were changing how we did things to try and make it more efficient, but the efficiency just wasn't worth the extra effort. So just send them to me, zoe.robinson@gmail.com,
I'm just saying, it turned out the extra efficiency wasn't efficient.
Yes. Zoe.robinson@gmail.com with the subject line including the words Monday Club. And the reason we ask for that is because, Jen, could you please confirm how many emails I have currently in my inbox?
64,570, and that's just the unread ones.
That's just the unread ones, the ones I haven't got to yet.
Timbersurf says, massive layout, built and owned by 2 generations of one family.
That is cool. A family event, that's really nice. So I'm going to jump this on a bit, because this is lovely, but...
Oh, there is a...
Who let this scallywag on the telly?
So, if you watch the full video, there's an interview with me. It's quite a long interview, and I got to sit down and talk with Neil from NWin's 3D at the Lee Show. I'd forgotten I'd done this, actually.
Is he using a model train as a microphone?
No. It's a thing that he was using. But it's one of the things I always say. I'm always happy to help people out, do interviews and such like. We don't do gatekeeping here.
No, we don't pull the ladder up.
Yeah.
There's no point. I always say this every single time. This is not a zero-sum game.
Absolutely.
Just because someone watches one channel doesn't mean they can't watch another one. There's room for everyone. And the more that we have with people talking to each other, the more of a community we build.
Hello, Scanman. Great to see you. Hope you're well. We did show off the samples of the Roker prototype models Spiral LPG tankers earlier on. So again, in the news as well with those. But again, the Lee Show really was good. And Neil's done a really great video here, actually. Have you shared the link yet?
I have. I'm going to share it again.
Yeah, so this full video has a lot more going on, including there's a full interview in there with me as well.
But don't let that put you off.
Yeah. Anthony says, help me a few times, Jenny and Zoe. Absolutely, we always...
Who let this scallywag on the TV?
There's also a full interview with this guy. Oh yeah, the camera he had was great. It just followed your face. It's like the one you've got on your Mac. It's a little bit creepy because it sort of goes... and you see the camera moving around, but there's some great equipment you can get out there. What is the Purple Crown, says Philippine 666?
YouTube has decided to try and gamify things.
Yes.
We don't like it, but we can't get rid of it.
Shall we? Nobody can hear what they're saying, so would you like to actually show some more of the show? There we go. And there was some cracking models actually at the Lee Show. It's really great show.
We can turn off the game. We probably should do that then.
Yes, recommends doing so as it's annoying.
It is.
Yes,
it absolutely is.
See, the thing is, can I just say, we didn't turn it on. It just happened.
It did it itself, and I was very upset.
Very annoyed.
So yeah, we can ignore that. But thank you so much for sending that in, man.
Yeah, the burnt out brake van. You see that? It's a thing you see modelled, but actually you saw it in real life as well. That you leave a brake van at the end of a siding in the wrong part of town, and the scumbags would always set
you
fire
come back to it and find it on bricks.
One at Shotton had that.
Talking about interesting stuff.
Yeah.
What about that Italian layout at the NEC this weekend?
Oh, that was
that tiny
with
thing.
the loco tractor. Yes.
Yeah. That was, I need one of those.
Yes.
That was very cool.
Anyway, look, thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's Neil from NWin's 3D.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, what do you have up next?
Well, that was from September.
And somewhere in there, can I just say as well, is Minith Tatus Newith. We didn't actually see it in the thing, but...
Well, I skipped over it because we've seen Minith Tatus.
Oh, this is the Swansea show.
Yes. So next up, we have the Swansea Model Railway show from this year.
Okay.
And we were down in Swansea not long ago. This is from Richard Grigg.
Yeah, we were at...
RG Models 86.
We stayed in Cumtoch and saw the healing medicinal spring in Cumtoch. Near Ustragun Lice and Glanreed and Inniskedwin.
I am not convinced that we were supposed to drink from that.
It smelt like rotten eggs and it made me fart like a trooper.
And as a bonus, Jen, it was tested for healing properties just 9 years after germ theory was invented.
Yes, yeah.
So you might want to get checked again.
So that's really quite tiny. Is that N-Gauge doing the rounds on that?
Wouldn't surprise me if that is Bachmann's N-Gauge Thomas stuff.
Yeah.
Which apparently is the first time you could get a properly working version of some of the engines.
I can imagine.
You used to have to get the body from a toy and put it onto a chassis from something else in order to make it work.
Although I'm still in two minds about whether Emily is canon, because she doesn't feature in any of Reverend Audrey's books. Tatic Moore says it's a shame Northern Ireland don't have a biggish NEC style show and have the manufacturers come over to show their wares. I suppose it would need to be somewhere like Belfast. Does Southern Ireland have any really big shows like that?
Tomix, thank you, Leslie Gilpin. Thank you.
Tomix, yeah. Ben Tullett says, did Jenny see the Hornby 00 layout at the NEC? It's great. What?
There was a Hornby 00 layout at the NEC.
Where? I missed it.
Next to the Lego. Well, not quite next to it, but very close.
I missed it.
Whoa! Look at the quality of that. Oh my God,
nice.
that is amazing.
That is rather. There's nobody in the cab. It's a runaway.
That is absolutely beautiful.
That is a lovely little layout.
Oh my goodness, that was lovely. Wow. Did we see the Rampage layout?
Yes.
Not only did I see
with the
it,
dancing robot, of course, yes.
Not only did we see it, but the robot proposed to us.
Yes, it did. That was really fun. And Laurie Calvert, a good friend of mine, I've done a load of things with him over the years. He was on Series 1 of Great Model Railway Challenge, but also, let's not forget, he is an absolute god of robotics. He was on the original Robot Wars. And he's taken his new robot, Mako. Is it Mako or Mako? And he's in the Robot Wars Championships. It still goes on. They have arena events. And they've filmed. They've started filming again. Robot Wars is back, just not on the BBC. It is on a pay-per-view channel. But you can see the first episode on YouTube. And apparently he said he did reasonably well. So definitely want to watch. Laurie Calvert, really, really great guy. And
Jenny, next year, I insist we go and see a Robot Wars battle being filmed.
I really like BattleBots.
BattleBots is good, but I can't at the moment justify going to America.
Two robots enter the arena. One leaves in a series of bin bags.
And then the other one leaves.
Yes. So there we go.
185 miles an hour in a fairly is not reasonable, says Ravenheart.
I disagree. Like that. First World War. I like the snowy
winter,
stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these First World War kind of theme things. Really great. A lot of Airfix kits available.
Stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
The cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your mileage may vary. Consult your physician.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for sending
we have news on the Monday Club. Not the Monday. The Keep Calm and Gronk It Up. Whoa! What happened there? Keep Calm and Gronk It Up.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, this is beautiful. Now a snowy layout is incredible. Ah, yes, this layout. This was in Railway Modeler, potentially in the last year's December issue or January or something like that. This is incredible. I love a winter layout. It is just so crisp and
stunning.
Clean.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing I will say is a choice of materials to do the snow is very important, because I have found in the past some snow products do yellow as they age.
White's always yellow with age.
Not all of them. I will say the Woodland Scenic Soft Flake Snow seems to remain perfectly white.
Tipex doesn't yellow. Well, but I wouldn't put it on your model railway.
No. This is absolutely fantastic. You know what?
This is incredible.
This would definitely make it, I think, to your top 5.
Yes, if I was doing another Iron Horse challenge, then this would be in it.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. It's just... And the way the back scene blends in so well.
Yeah.
This is an incredible layout.
Oh, my goodness.
Dave Double M says that there's another snowy layout that I hope you show. Yeah, there's... you don't want yellow snow. So that was Frank...
I think I just found it.
No, is that the one? Or is that...
Is this the yellow one?
No, that's something else.
What about that? No, I've missed it. Give me a second.
Oh, is that the Museum of Transport?
Oh my goodness!
Do you remember that one layout?
It is
the best layout and show at Great Electric Train Show. Oh, look at that!
Oh, it's a guy flying an RC helicopter.
Oh my word!
That is. Oh, these are incredible.
It's incredible.
Where?
Oh,
I don't see the other snow. Have we already passed it? We must have already passed it.
Possibly. I like the way the boats go. So there's one snowy. Have we missed it?
Yeah, I think we've missed it.
Well, they might not have filmed it. Oh no, it was at the front. It was that World War One one.
Oh yes, it was. Yes. Okay.
So there we are. We've seen it. Yeah,
Fantastic. Yeah.
Oh. The Museum of Transport has been around for quite a while. So
it has. I've seen it in person.
But it's I've seen it at a few shows. And definitely see, you look at it, there's so much going on, and it's just great use of all sorts of things. It's a very busy and active layout, and I do love that.
It's so good. Right, we're going to move on though from this one because there's only so much time we can spend.
Wow. Timber Surf says Museum of Transport's done over 300 shows.
Wow. It doesn't look it from when you see it. It looks just as good.
And it still looks nice and fresh. It doesn't look tired in any way, it must be said.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. So, yeah, please, by all means, go and see RG Models 86 full video. I'll put the link in again. And give him a like, because that was good.
Absolutely. So what's the A2 video that was below that? Have you...
Sorry, give me 1 second. I've got to mark that one as not red now, otherwise we'll lose... I've missed one out, yes. I'm so sorry, Richard. Richard Swiderski. I hope you're both fine. Something a bit different for the Monday Clubbers. A different location. A2 60532 Blue Peter races through Helsby Station in Cheshire. Okay, let's have a look at this.
Excellent. Right, so let's make it big and on the screen.
Here we go.
So once it goes full screen, I will hit the... What the hell happened there?
Oh, you've done it again, Jen.
I haven't done anything. I didn't touch anything.
Unfortunately, Windows does this sometimes. Instead of making the video full screen, it makes the page for the video full screen.
Okay, right. If you could move your pointer.
Ministry of Transport is owned by a chap from Morecambe or somewhere that way. Cool.
Yeah, it's not a million miles from here, because I think he's been to the Lee show one year.
Cool. I do like it. Whenever I get to see it.
Are we going to see the signals move?
You love the signal. Ooh, beep,
I like
beep.
the semaphores. You see less and less semaphores on the main line. Main lines.
Railway Day 7596 says, did you exhibit this year, Jenny?
Yes, we did. We were at the Great Electric Train Show with Minith Tatus and Newith. We were at the Lee Show. We also did the Bluebell Model Railway Show. And we've still got one to go, the Rattery Small Train Show. And I know a few of you guys are going to be there. It's a lovely show. It's only a one-day show on the 6th of December.
Yeah.
But we're really looking forward to it. We've got our hotel booked and everything.
I have. It's a nice
in Torquay.
It's not in Torquay. It is on the coast.
It's in Teignmouth.
It's just down the road from Rattery.
34 minutes hard drive from Rattery.
Oh, come on.
And JL Railways is going to be there. There was a few people actually came up to me and said that they would be there as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Devon is a wonderful part of the country.
Absolutely.
And Rattery, if you ever go to just Rattery itself, it's beautiful.
Yeah, shut your jibber jabber. Anybody heard from Wardle Productions as Railway Days? Haven't for a bit actually. I know he's busy with work.
Didn't he change jobs, have a kid, and move house all in the same year?
And get married.
Get married.
He's
a busy man.
He changed his name to on YouTube to Wardle Restorations. I must check up actually. And it's something I always feel guilty about. When somebody sort of disappears from sight.
There's only so many hours in the day, and we... unfortunately, are incredibly busy people.
Well, it's not just that. I always get worried that, because there's been a lot of bullying of late, that, how do we know that somebody hasn't actually been bullied off social media completely?
Unless someone tells you you don't.
And that's the real thing. And, finding more and more people who've been bullied, it's a big issue at the moment.
You know what I'm going to say? Right, here's a resolution that we should all try and stick to. Not a New Year's resolution, just a resolution for humanity.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard from one of your friends lately, give them a call. See how they're doing.
Yeah, just drop them a line. You know, if you've got a Facebook friend that you've not heard from on the Book of Face for quite some time, send them a direct message. Say, how are you doing? Not heard from you in a while.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, as people, we do need to check in on our friends because, you know, you never quite know whether people are suffering in silence, and sometimes what they really need is somebody who just like says, "Hi, how are you doing? You know, we care about you," and that is very, very important. And we're always huge on mental health here, but you know, we have to look out for people because quite often people suffering with mental health, you might not know. It's a hallmark of certain depressions that, you know, you end up hiding it from other people, almost like you feel ashamed from it. Don't feel ashamed. It's not bad to be depressed, but
it's okay to not be okay.
And yeah, absolutely, Zantac. Don't suffer in silence.
Yes, 100%.
Having found quite a few people who've suffered very similar to how I did recently.
From the same cause.
From the same cause, it's really kind of honed my instincts into thinking, actually, I need to check up on friends and make sure that everybody's all right. And you guys do that as well. Check up on people that you know, either on Facebook, in real life. If you haven't heard from them in some time, drop them a line. Just make sure that they're okay.
I think that's a resolution that we should all try and stick to.
Absolutely. And Railway Day says, it's a hobby. Surely we're all here to enjoy it rather than bully people out there. Absolutely.
I would love it. I would love it if that was the case, but some nasty
unfortunately,
people aren't.
It's always the case. You've got to ask yourself, and you know, when you're posting something, always think to yourself, is this something I would say to the person's face or not?
Yeah.
And it's very easy when you're online to perhaps kind of lose track of the site. It's real people behind the screen names.
Yeah, and some of us need to also think about the tone that comes across. Not what we're thinking if something is said in when we type, but what it would be read as by the other person.
Yes.
Sometimes, if you think, is this right? Step away from the keyboard, have a cup of tea, come back,
sleep
and
on
then read it again. And if it's okay, go for it.
Anyway, do we have enough time for another
I think
video?
we
Yes,
do.
we do.
We've got
Anthnil here, and says, hi Jenny and Zoe. Hope you're both well. Here is a quick short video of some more bits from the Welsh Highland Railway, especially at Porthmadog Station, with various narrow gauge locomotives moving around. It's only 1:30, so actually
so I think we'll be able to get in something from Peter Jackson as well.
Flymo Chairman 1 says, yes, Ollie at Wardle Restorations is being kept busy on the 1-to-1 railway and gets a word in on Facebook now and again. Excellent. Thank you for letting us know. I did feel a bit guilty,
so much,
actually.
man.
With everything that I've been through, I've kind of overlooked a little bit, keeping tabs that my friends, people that I know, are all right as well.
And the worst part is, it's so easy to do.
And having found that actually one of my good friends has been through a hard time with bullying, I felt very guilty that I hadn't picked up on that, and you know, really, really, really sorry for that. I sympathise with what they've been through, and I do feel that sometimes. It's like, I wished I'd have known, because I just wanted to be there for them.
I wanted to give him such a big hug.
I did give him a big hug at the NEC. But hey, right. The original Gary B says, I spent a fair proportion of my life being bullied, not anymore, as Mrs. B is my bodyguard and my best friend. That is always good when you've effectively got a wingman or a wingwoman who has your back. And I've got one here. I've got the cupboard monkey. Do not incur the wrath of the cupboard monkey.
Because I'll be nice, but I will be very, very stern as well.
Yeah.
Remember that guy that was being weird and always kept saying, why do I, when I'm trying to talk to Jenny, why do I always end up talking to you? It's like, dude, it's my job to make sure people like you don't get near Jenny.
Yeah, it's like going to the stage door and saying to the bouncer, dude, why when I try and talk to the band do you always hear?
Yeah. Because it's my job to keep you out.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of the NG16s, the Garretts.
We need to go back to the Welsh Highland Railway.
Yeah, I mean, it was. We went on the. We had. It wasn't that long after our honeymoon. Oh yeah, David Watts, absolutely. Bullied is good. Being bullied is not. So we're talking about the Oliver Bullied.
Yeah. 100%.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Comment of the
Love
stream. James Pett says Zoe needs dark glasses and a black jacket and tie. Actually, no, James Pett. Now you're our guru of jackets, suits, and absolutely spiffing ties.
He's our guru of men's jackets and suits.
Yeah,
I don't think they would fit me.
But also you got to have the little
Oh, the bit of telephone wire stuck
the
in your
earphone
head.
with the little telephone wire. When I worked for Chris Yates, and we go into places like the BBC, he actually had his own in a little box. And what he said is, when you're a serious broadcaster, and you go on TV a lot, you have your own, because otherwise you get ear infections if you use the communal one.
Yes, it's actually true, and it sounds silly. But you've got to make sure that you're all right.
Yeah, last thing you want is earache.
If you can't hear, you can't go on TV
Yes.
and answer questions.
Ravenheart modelling, like Agent Smith. So, Mr.
I did love the bit where he takes the thing out so he can just go all in on Morpheus.
Yeah. James Pett, they do probably give him a sword, but you can't quite get in all the crevices.
Well, you can't because it's electronics. So if you go too deep,
yeah, you break it. Yeah. So he had his own in a box he used to take with him and then kind of plug into the thing. But everybody else did as well.
Please tell me when he pulled it out of his pocket, it was in like a very polished wooden box, and when he opened it, steam came out.
No, I remember it being in like a black plastic case. It was more like a glasses case from what I remember.
I just really.
Anyway,
did it shine when he opened it like in Pulp Fiction?
Less jibber jabber and more showing the final video.
Okay, the final video.
The final video.
So this one's from Peter Jackson. It says, "Hello, Jenny, Zoe, and the Toaster Twins. Some more vintage N-gauge models. Ooh, I like it. For your delectation and consideration for showing on the Monday Club.
Absolutely.
This one shows an unusual German shop item promoting Minitrix model railways.
Ooh.
And also some vintage Spanish-made Ibertren N-gauge train sets from the early 1970s, along with a selection of vintage N-gauge vehicles made by Eco, but were actually copies of the Viking German vehicles.
But made in metal rather than plastic. Anyway,
this sounds
hit
amazing.
play. I'm conscious we're running low on time.
This sounds amazing. So let's do this.
Let's do it. So that's a display item.
Oh, that is fantastic. I love it. I love it already.
You'd have that on your head.
I would wear that to a train show. You know I would.
Does the train use a magnet just to kind of try and help keep put?
That is so cool. Yes, train hat. I need this. I'm going to make one of those.
So it would have hung from the ceiling of the shop.
Wow.
Ibertren. I've not heard of them for a very long time.
From the Iberian Peninsula, perhaps? Power was passed from a metal plate attached to the sleepers.
So it's a bit like the Fleischmann system.
Right.
Oh, the Hornby 003 rail had a similar, but that's like so it's less intrusive. Yes. I think it's Fleischmann that used the same sort of system. Yeah.
This looks interesting.
Nice.
They look lovely as well. Like Mayor Clint.
I do.
Yeah.
I always like the stuff from like the 60s, 50s and 60s.
Yeah, when they were still working out what was the best way to do things.
Yeah. But also back in the days when toy trains were like fun, it was pure fun. People didn't really count the rivets. They just had them to have fun.
This is really interesting. I love it. I made a train hat back in about 1990 for fancy dress parties, says Almond Bank Model Railway.
Ooh.
I think I made a Class 158 in cardboard, which went round the slot. That's cool.
That is
cool.
Pretty slick engineering.
Yeah, that is
like
very
Ravenheart
cool.
modelling says, quit yo jibber, quit yo clitter clatter, tell ya.
I like this. I'm going to have to get some.
Those little cars.
I think I'm going to get some Kato set track, Unitrack or whatever they call this, their version,
and
put it on a hat.
So much. Oh, there. Can I just leave that on? Leave that on. I want to show people this because these are the suggestions that come up.
This is the kind of thing Jen watches.
Can I just say that one of the people who when I mentioned Bruno Greif, the video in the centre, and he would if he watched this, I don't think he's into model trains, but if he watched this, the centre one is Bruno Greif. That is what he looked like about 20 years ago in a pop video. So just so you know, and it came up on the suggestion. That is Bruno Greif, who does
the intro music.
The intro music for this channel. That's what he looked like 20 years ago. The guy in the centre. Well, yeah, in the centre. That's Bruno.
Sorry for embarrassing you, Bruno.
And that's the video. Actually, that was the theme music to the Israeli equivalent of, I think it was it's like Israel's Got Talent.
He did the music.
He did the theme music. So there we go. Just thought I'd put that out there. But he doesn't watch this stream. But if he did, he'd be like.
But if he suddenly has a glance over to see what Jenny's been doing, then that's what he gets.
Yeah, he no longer looks like he's in his early 20s.
No, he looks quite.
He's actually about the same age as me.
He's quite a good-looking man, though. Let's put it that way.
Hey, wait a minute! You're married to me.
I'm allowed to window shop.
So anyway, there you go. On that note, we come to the end of another fabulous Monday Club. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to have a brief word from our sponsor, and then we'll be right back after these.
You might enjoy what we've got to show you.
Oh yes. We've got a new outro. You're going to want to stick around for this. We're proud to be sponsored by The Model Centre, your ultimate destination for great models and the home of model customization for enthusiasts around the world. Starting your first layout? Perhaps you're perfecting a lifelong build with passion. You'll find everything you need in one shop, from brand new locomotives and rolling stock at market-leading prices to an amazing selection of pre-owned model listings, uploaded live every day on the website at 5 p.m. Seeking more realism? TMC's talented workshop team offers professional weathering and realistic detailing. Explore top brands, expert advice, and a community that shares your love of the hobby, in-store or online at themodelcentre.com.
Your worth. Gronk the 08 unsung hero. what you're worth. You're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Gronk it up for what you're worth. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Gronk it up. Not a cult.
The train now departing is the 2106 service to Budsvarding, stopping at Bolton Trinity Road, Meath Tattis, Tattis Newydd, Boxton on File, Boxton Junction, Packham on the back, Halter on the hill. Where else shall we go to? Eindhoven, Pittsburgh somehow. That unnamed layout that Jenny said had a name and it turned out it didn't have a name. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's Knob, and then on to Budsvarding. That's the 2106 service to Budsvarding. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night. Why have I got half of an Oxford rail bag full of stuff? Have you nicked the other half?
Yeah, because I've taken all the bits that I want.
You've pilfered all my stuff.
Oh, don't forget your Aston Martin.
I won't forget my Aston
So
Martin.
don't forget, everybody, that Game Hammer Classic Gaming's All Request Monday night follows on from this stream. You'll get a prompt to carry on over. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so before you leave here. And then on Game Hammer Classic Gaming's All Request Monday Night Live, what have you got for them?
We're doing the Golden Age of Racing tonight.
What's that on?
PlayStation 2. It's like proper
oh, is that the one
antique
with
racing cars.
Oh, so it's like the Goodwood Festival of Speed type thing.
I couldn't tell you because I can't remember what was in that. But it's like proper old stuff.
Oldie worldy racing.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
So it's basically racing before health and safety was invented.
David Watts, unfortunately, yes. We did lose Gaz from Double O Duo this year.
It's one of the things that we like to do. We remember the people who've meant so much in our community. And we put it on the end of our regular videos, but we've started putting it in the outro to the live streams as well. And we always invite people, if there's somebody who's meant an awful lot in this community who's sadly no longer with us, who's passed away, then do let us know and we can look to add them as well to the list.
Because they're not truly gone until their name stops being spoken.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go now and set up for my show.
No
Take
worries.
care, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy railwaying.
So we shall enjoy a few little scenes from around Weir Yard.
Scenes from Seafax.
As we... No. Oh, God, do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah. There we are.
To the world's crappiest music.
Yeah, I mean, that was cheap TV, was it not? Yeah, Malco Blues, I'm going to sort that kink. It's part of the rebuild. There will come a video where I sought the kink out. But I did pick up, actually, at the NEC, a whole load of Scaledale walling, and that is going to be part of the rebuild. The next video that I film, although you won't see it for quite a few weeks, I suspect, I'm going to be changing another area of Weir Yard. I just really like the Scaledale walling. You can see it there on that view in the background. I just think it works so well. It's got texture, it's got great colour. And I bought quite a lot when Hornby were having their sale. Ravenheart Modelling says, we found Lee Street Yard earlier and it has Weir Yard kink in it. Kinky. Can I also just say, just as a word of warning, anybody who wants an Ochre Monday Club badge, you need to get your skates on. We went through quite a lot of the remaining stocks when we were at the NEC, at the BRM show. I believe that we have now less than 10 in the bag. However, what I did discover is Buggle Skelly Station still has a few. I think it's got like 3 of the green badges for sale. I hadn't realised there were any out there. But if a green Monday Club badge is a must-have item, find Buggle Skelly Station at a show. They've got maybe 3 left. They're the same price as any of the other colours. And they also have a few ochre badges, but they have green badges, so get them bought. Yes, I'm so sorry, David Watts. It's one of those things. I believe that's what got Andy York as well. A sudden, very aggressive cancer that came out of nowhere, and it's tragic when it happens. Absolutely tragic. Thank you, Flymo Chairman 1. That's the link to Buggle Skelly Station. If he's got an email address, it may be the case you can buy the mail order from him. If you just drop him a line and see whether you can buy one of the green Monday Club badges. But like I said, it's got like 3 left. And when they're gone, they really are gone. We are completely out of green, completely out of maroon, and nearly out of ochre. The next colours have been ordered. I don't know at this stage when they are being delivered. So it may be the case that we completely run out of badges and there'll be a little bit of a pause. We will have whatever badges we've got left with us at the Rattery Small Train Show. But again, it's first come, first served. So, I've just had word from Gamehammer Classic Gaming that the Gamehammer Classic Gaming live stream is go. So, from all of us up here at Weir Yard, thank you so much for tuning in. It's gone past so quick, actually, just over 2 hours, and it's been well worth it. So, look, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.